Hello everyone. As you can see, we're not playing Dishonored anymore. We did manage to finish the game. We're gonna play some Plants vs Zombies this time. So welcome to the very first part of my Plants vs Zombies playthrough. A very good game in my opinion, and I know in a lot of people's opinion too. Um, I think it's been nominated Game of the Year more than once. Um, but yeah, it's a very nice game. Maybe we'll take a look at the options real quick. Maybe I think I'll put the full sound for the music of the video. It's the sound's not that loud. Okay, so yeah, okay. Hopefully it won't be too loud. More ways to play. Nah, I don't think so. Alright, let's start. Oh, and as for the playthrough itself, I'm still unsure, but I was thinking of maybe doing one part for each stage. So I would do like maybe for this part I would do the full day, ordinary day uh part. Yeah. And then it's after the day it's the night, I think. Not sure. But yeah, at the night I'll stop and it'll be the part 2. Alright, let's start. Of course, you might have noticed or probably have noticed by now, I have already played this game before, but it's always fun to replay the game. But if the game doesn't seem to run that smoothly, tell me, but as I see now, it seems to be alright. Because yeah, it's because I'm not using the game directly. I'm using BlueStacks, the app, and that's because yay, sunflower. That's because the game I had, which was the game on Steam, the Game of the Year edition. I don't know what just appeared, but yeah, level 2. Oh well, they changed the format, or well, that's at least that's the format for the phone. The format. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, what I was about to say, I had the game on the Game of the Year edition on the Steam on Steam, and whenever I would start playing it and try to record it, it it wasn't full screen. And well, the other solution I found to that was to use BlueStacks. So yeah, and I should have virtualization activated, so we shouldn't have any problem. I don't think I'm gonna have any issue with the sun, so I'll stick with 3 sunflowers. Oh, and well, if you've played the game before, you probably also know that there are other game modes in the game. I was planning on mainly doing the story mode, but if you guys would like me to do the mini games or maybe some endless mode, well, I'm totally down to do some. And speaking of endless mode, I was actually thinking of some kind of strategy to be able to play by idling, and of course without using the cobs or any active actually. I think it could be interesting eventually to maybe start doing some endless recordings and show you what what strategies I found. I've tried some, but for now, they do work for a while, but at some point they stop working, which kind of sucks. But yeah, the reason why my strategies aren't quite working, or well, are harder, I guess, is because as I said, I'm not using any active, so I'm not using the cobs or anything like that. The only things that are kinda active that I'm using are, for example, the pumpkins or the nuts to repair them. But that's it. I'm not using anything else. Not even the freezing shrooms, not even the blowing shrooms, the big thingies. Oops. Sorry about that. Stop seeing this. You know, I'm not gonna click on. Oh, I can't. Inappropriate. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Can I? Alright. Sorry about that. I I actually had no idea this could happen. Alright, so 10 levels, and then okay, so we're finishing with the shroom. So yeah, it's the stage 2 is the night. Alright. But yeah, I do have some strategies and ideas, I guess. And now I'm noticing I'm not quite in full screen. It shouldn't be problematic. Hold on, oops. Alright. Oops. We should be alright, shouldn't we? I think we should be alright. Yeah, we're definitely fine. Okay, so it wasn't that bad. You know, it was missing a little bit of the borders. Now it should be fine, but yeah, I don't think I'll cut anything or do anything about that. Should be alright. But yeah, as I was saying, I've played the game before, so I do have some strategies that I guess I'll explain to you guys. It'll probably sound very ordinary, but when we think about it, I think there's math related to well, both math and physics actually. Well, physics of this game, of course, but there's some interesting stuff related to maybe the strategies I'm planning on telling you the guys. For now, it's very simple. You know, I'm just putting the guns, and yeah, the three sunflowers. You know, using the sunflowers like I do is not exactly the most strategic way to. Is just it's you know it's symmetric, symmetric. I think it's the way to pronounce it. It's symmetric, and it's prettier. But yeah, it is considered as a strategic game from what I saw. Alright. Maybe I should just use the cherry bomb. I normally don't use actives. You will notice I probably won't use any actives in this game because it makes it way too easy. But for now, it just makes it faster. It makes the levels go faster, so we'll go for it. Come on. Okay, so maybe I just had to press continue. Please. I want to have the full on. Yes. Alright. Now we're playing. But yeah, I'm just gonna go for a barrier of sunflowers behind. I know it's not the most strategic play to use the sunflowers, but it's not endless or anything. I can play casually. Uh, Maybe I should, you know. I'm just playing casually the story mode, so we'll just go for that. Yeah, the music really isn't loud on my side. I think it's gonna be very similar in the recording, so I'm scared. I'm scared it's not gonna be loud enough. You know, the Plants vs Zombies music, it's a pretty decent music. Oh, and another thing I'm not sure is if this version of the game has everything. I really hope it's gonna have everything. If not, well, I guess I'll have no choice but to switch back to my PC version, or I guess I'll figure something out. Yeah, the nuts aren't all that useful. As crazy as it may sound, you don't really need them, and well, instead of the nuts, the thing that will compensate for it, instead of just well keeping the zombies at one spot, you should use the freezing pea shooters. Well, or if you're playing endless, the frozen watermelon, of course. Frozen watermelons are the best thing. But you know, early on in the game, well, for the majority of the game, actually, yay, the shovel. Not like I really need it. Okay, I'm supposed to have it there. Okay. The potato plants, though, these are very useful. Hey, it's my man, Dave. Greetings, Crazy Dave. Why do you have to completely remove them, though? You know, couldn't you just move them around? Oh, bowling time. Alright. Yeah, you know, whenever you use the nut in the bowling, you know it will always bounce. So if you have two zombies that are near, just like we see here, well, you could use it on the bar below because you're sure it's gonna bounce upwards and not downwards because it doesn't have any lawn to go to. That's a pro gamer trick right there. Pro Plants vs Zombies player trick, right? Would be actually funny that I mess up and I lose the level. I don't think I will though. Oh, and I like to keep the explosive nuts for the end. You know, just kill them all at once. That was almost close. Hmm. Oh, last wave. I guess we'll go. We'll use this. And then the two strategic spots would be. Oh, let's just wait a second. This one and this one, because you're gonna cover the full area of the lawn. Well, now I think I used it too soon, but as for the, you know, whenever you have plants that do area damage, whenever you want to plant and when you want to plant them, you should probably start with these two spots at the beginning. You know, when you don't have a lot of suns and stuff. When you have plants that do area damage or bombs, well, these are the two strategic lines that will. What the hell? Yeah. Why would I? I don't want to watch a video. You don't need videos, guys. Trust me. And yeah, potato mines are great. Great. Yeah. Good English. Because that will allow me to fully cover this column, row, whatever, this line with the sunflowers. And now I can already, whoops, already put my pea shooters. Alright. Well, I guess I'll just put it anyways. Oh, I got an achievement. Oh yeah, I forgot there are achievements in this game. Oops. I forgot though. There were videos you could watch to earn some power-ups or something. I don't think it was there before. I think they added it with the second game. And well, if you guys have played the second game, you know how it is. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's a bit different from the main game. One thing I do really like about the second game, and I really do respect, is the fact that there's a wider variety of plants. You have a lot of choice. You have a lot more choices of plants you can use and more strategies to make, which I think is interesting. But with the second game, they went really hardcore. They went really hardcore with the ads and stuff, and the exclusive plants. I'm not saying it's a bad game. The Plants vs Zombies 2. It's just, you know, it's really not as good as the first one in my opinion. Still a decent game, I guess. But yeah, by the way, if another game I could eventually play, if you guys enjoy or have enjoyed Plants vs Zombies and would like me to play the second game, well, go ahead and tell me. I'm totally down to play the second game. I think next plan's gonna be the frozen pea shooter, right? I hope so, because this is for the story mode. This is, well, considering you'll have the frozen watermelon really late in the game. The frozen pea shooter is like maybe the best plant in my opinion. As crazy as it may sound, it's a really good plant. Well, very underrated in my opinion. And that's only for the story mode though. And unless you really don't use it. You don't need the frozen pea shooter, unfortunately. Alright, we've done it. Yes, we have it. The frozen pea shooter. The snow pea, that's how it's called. Carnivorous plants. And the strategies I would make to play in list mode, at the beginning I thought of using the. No, I'm not using. I'm not watching your video. Maybe I'll click on it just to say no, so it'll disappear. But I was thinking of using the carnivorous plants at the beginning, but then I noticed I would lose way too much space. Yeah, way too much potential for other plants. So I thought of another strategy, and yeah, carnivorous plants, not using them anymore. Well, not in endless, but I do have a strategy that kind of worked for the roof levels, and I only needed the carnivorous plants. You'll see, it's pretty funny. Oops. Well, funny how I said the shovel was useless, because I'm gonna need it soon. And that's because the first row here, I'm not putting ordinary pea shooters, sorry. Oh my god, my English. Yeah, I'm gonna put the frozen pea shooters, and then in front, I'll just put regular pea shooters. Because they will act as a protection for my frozen pea shooters. And, you know, you don't need to use your pea shooters in front necessarily. I think I'll use a potato here. But yeah, you don't need your frozen pea shooters in front. They cost 175, which is relatively costly. So you don't want to lose them. Well, certainly not at the beginning. Maybe later in the game you'll have plenty of suns, but you know, right now we're kinda tight on the suns. Well, saying tight, but it's totally fine. I did maybe mess this one up here, but yeah, pea shooters, very strong plant. Alright, I'll put this one here. And yeah, for another interesting thing about pea shooters, they don't do, for example, as much damage as for example two pea shooters. Well, not as much instant damage, but for its cost, which is 175 versus 200, the snow pea shooter is actually more profitable than two pea shooters As you will see here, the cone zombie is still at the first tile here, and he already lost a third of his total HP, I guess. And also, instead of taking 2 spaces, just like 2 pea shooters, the frozen pea shooter only takes 1 space. So a lot more profitable than the 2 pea shooters in the end. Maybe not as much instant damage, but it doesn't really mean anything since the snow pea just slows them down, so everything is relative. I would probably consider it as the damage in terms of the distance they've parkoured. And in that case, the pea shooter does more damage than the snow pea shooter. Did I say pea shooter? The snow pea shooter does do more damage uh, than the 2 regular pea shooters. If you consider the damage according to the distance they are parkouring. Yeah, if it if it makes sense. Very strong plants. I will say it throughout the playthrough, even when I won't use them. And yeah, we do have the nuts, but as you can notice, they never really get to my front line here. So nuts aren't that useful, and even in endless or anything, I think in the roof levels I'm gonna use the nuts, but I don't quite remember my strategy for the roofs. We'll see as we go on. The roof is like the last stage or something. I think we've got enough damage now. Maybe we will just for the sake of it, put some nuts. Just because it looks pretty and it looks like an actual line of defense. Defense. And they take super long to charge too. I don't know. Oh, I'm saying super. It's not that bad. I don't know. Yay, carnivorous plants. I won't use them before a long time. I won't use... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the double pea shooters. Now that's nice. A lot more useful than pea shooters, since in one tile it can do what 2 pea shooters can do, so 2 tiles. Oops. when I was a kid, I was always scared of using the potato mines because I was sure whenever they would get out of the ground, they would eventually blow up on their own. But I I noticed later they just wait there, and that's partially what makes them really useful. Yeah, it does look like it's gonna blow up because of the red light and stuff. Oh wow, I didn't notice we were already at the metal thing, zombies. Oh, I should be fine with only these two. And if I'm not, well, whatever. They do charge pretty quickly too, the snow peas. Broken plants. Please nerf. Don't. I see, it's fine. Oh yeah, another thing. Well, if you're if you're watching the video, probably you've seen the thumbnail, but I've asked Moko if he wanted to try something out for the thumbnails, and well, he thought it was a good idea. So yeah, if you haven't already seen the thumbnail, I won't spoil anything, but I think it's a pretty nice. I think it's really nice what he did. I think I'm gonna put another one here because there's a zombie right behind them. So okay, we should be fine. Alright, my bet is he's gonna die. He's gonna be dead at this tile here, the dark one. Let's see if I'm right. I didn't plan anything or calculate anything, so I'm just throwing that. Come on, you can do it. I guess he's in. Yeah, that counts. Double pea shooters. And now we don't even need the regular pea shooters anymore. They're just... Yeah, they're just useless now. Oh, okay, whenever there's this sunflower image, it's because it's a special level, a mini-game level. I think. Okay, I think I was wrong. Oh, maybe it's a level that doesn't give you any plant. Alright, that would make more sense. And now you might think my plant composition is way too expensive, but the potato mines are just way too useful. Yep, the potato mines will stall them long enough for me to be able to build a composition that will well, that will be stable, I guess. It'll be fine, you'll see. Funny thing is, even in the night levels, you can use the snow pea shooter and the double pea shooter. it works fine. Oh, and another thing, you might have noticed that I'm still putting the snow peas on the front line here, and well, that's well, in my in my head it does make sense, and that's because yes, the double P shooter does take only one space, and yeah, it does well, it does shoot two Ps, but the fact that it shoots two Ps, it goes back to the thing I was saying earlier as the instant damage. So it's just like two P shooters. It's just in one tile, and yeah, it's more expensive, but the snow pea shooter is a lot more useful, and you don't want to lose your snow pea shooter because it slows the zombies. While your regular double pea shooter only does more concentrated damage. At least that's the logic I find behind it. I think it's more worth to put the frozen pea shooters or anything in, you know, in my endless mode. It's generally gonna be the snow watermelons. Yeah, snow watermelons. You just anything that's the more useful, you put it in the back line. But yet again, it's in endless. It's not the same thing. You'll see. The strategy I have now in endless. Yeah, I'll probably show you something I have. You know, once I finish the game, I'll show you what endless strategy I have for now. And it's not, unfortunately, it can last for a while, but it's not perfect yet. I'm looking for really for something you could idle and farm the money. You know, that could be really nice. I don't even think that's mathematically possible to have a composition that will allow you to just, you know, not play the game. Well, not interact with the game. I guess you're kind of playing. Yeah, I don't know. Is idling playing a game? And yeah, now it's gonna be just like the other compositions with the regular pea shooters. It's just that the damage is gonna be a lot more concentrated. And I'll save more space. But yeah, as you can see, we didn't even need the regular pea shooters, just the mines at the beginning, and we didn't need to use that much. Only like 1, 2, 3. I kind of forgot, but yeah, maximum 3 mines, and it works fine. We already do have a 2 lines of somewhat expensive plants. Yeah, and Endless, it's a different story. And this is why in Endless you don't use the format I use here with the sunflowers. Only one row of sunflowers. Pronunciation, please. But yeah, that's because in Endless, if some of you guys don't know, there are some plants. Not regular plants, but some plants that are upgrades. They cost more each time you use them. So, for example, on their ordinary format, for example, they I don't know, they cost 400. Once you plant one, they would now cost 425. So every time the cost goes up, and that's why it can get endless mode can quickly get challenging. But once you get the hang of handling this the sunflowers and stuff, you'll be totally fine. And if there's an ultimate endless strategy right now, well, this of course it's the cub strategy, but I don't know. I think it's way too simple of a strategy. You know, you just constantly do the same thing, and you need to interact with the game. I think I prefer the Kuba way, the lazy way to do things. And well, the way I'm looking for here is not to have to interact with the game at all. So no cobs. Oh, is this a boss fight? Well, I kinda... Hello, we are about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Well, you know, at least they're... You know, they're nice zombies, I guess. And well, it went pretty... It kinda went fast. Honestly, Oh, maybe I'm gonna be able to get these two at the same time. But yeah, we're already at the last level of the first stage. I think this playthrough is gonna be a lot more quicker than I thought. Is it just me or one's going faster than the other? Yeah, he's going faster. He's slightly ahead. Really? Huh. And okay, nice. It's not gonna work. I'll put this here. I guess I'll put this here. Guess I'll put this here and then... I don't really know if there's a format I should use. Maybe we'll go for this. Sorry. Oh, and maybe I could put the... If they ever get to the nuts, I could put a line of carnivorous plants here. I'm probably not gonna need this this potato guy, but it's fine. I don't know, we'll put a second one here, I guess. We'll just... too late. There... And then... Oh, he managed to go on top. The last one I needed. Perfect. I don't know, whatever, I'll just put this here. I'm just putting it here because it's not that useful anymore. I pretty much only need one pea shooter in each horizontal line. You know, I'll just whatever. We'll just put everything everywhere. Or maybe we could make it. here. Okay, maybe I'll put a row of double pea shooters there, and maybe the carnivorous plants I'll put them elsewhere. Maybe on the row in the middle there. Yeah, I'll remove this potato and then put this here. We can't yet repair the nuts, so we'll just go the old-fashioned way. Alright, and then we'll just, I guess, use them as meat shield. Doesn't really matter. Maybe we'll... You know what, let's use the bombs just to make it more... just to end the level quickly. Yay! And we are officially at the night level, well, the night stage, with the puff shrooms. So, I'll go back to the main menu. Bonus game unlocked. Not yet. Okay. So, well, that'll be the end of the part 1 of my Plants vs. Zombies playthrough. What was I about to say? A very fun game. You know, maybe it was a little bit more relaxed, and since in this part we did the beginning of the game and stuff. But yeah, for the music, the format of the video and stuff like that, if you think there's anything I should fix, as always, just tell me in the comments. I'll definitely take a look at it. For the music, I genuinely think it's not loud enough. Maybe I'll make it a little bit louder, just so it's you know, it makes the game a little bit more enjoyable and the playthrough in general. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this first part of Plants vs. Zombies. I'm noticing right now it's probably going to be a quicker playthrough maybe than Dishonored, or at least the videos should be shorter in general. So maybe I'll already start thinking of another game to play after. And for now, I have no idea, no idea of what game I should play. And oh yeah, I was also thinking of maybe put in place a passive game. I'll explain, because I know it doesn't really make sense, but well, I guess I'm kind of already doing that, but it's the collabs. You know how I'm doing collabs with Oli and Moko? Well, these are I guess these are passive games. It's just that these are passive collab games. And well, there's the active game, I guess, that would be the main playthrough. So, for example, in this case, it's gonna be Plants vs. Zombies. But I could find a game that, you know, I would play sometimes whenever I don't, not that I don't feel like playing Plants vs. Zombies, but, you know, I wanna make things a little bit different. For example, Minecraft. You know, Minecraft. There's so much stuff to do in Minecraft that you could play it almost, you know, infinitely and stuff. Well, not infinitely, but yeah, I think you see what I mean. You can just play it for a long time. So I thought maybe I could find a passive game that wouldn't necessarily be a playthrough, just you know, a Minecraft Minecraft session. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Minecraft is just an example. But if you guys would like me to play some Minecraft, well, go ahead and tell me in the comments. I really like Minecraft as a game. Or you know, another example of a game I guess I could play passively would be Skyrim, a game that if I were to do a playthrough on it, it would take like 12 years to finish for real, and that's without the mods. But yeah, if you have a preference, tell me in the comments. I'll definitely take a look at the comments as always. And yeah, I hope you have a nice day or a good night depending on when you're watching the video. Alright, see ya.